Welcome back to Inverted Aviators RC. Today we've got the maiden flight for the UMX Viper with an FPV camera inside the canopy. I'm super excited about showing this off because it's a really fun project, and without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Get AS3X on. Okay. I also see that safe is on, so all I got to do now is throw it hard and get some takeoff here. So just give it a nice arm here. There we go. We are up in the air. Turn safe off. This is the Viper with an FPV camera, the UMX Viper. And I am loving how this plane is looking. I love the little dashboard. I think it's really cool how it looks. If you have a bigger plane, you can handle a bigger camera, but this is incredible. I love how clear it is too. Let's do a little pass here. And that was taking off with the launch assist, which had safe on. I'm going to turn safe on and just glide around, because I'm not even glide around. I'm going to fly pretty fast around, but I love the way it sounds. This is super cool. I don't know how much flight time we're going to get because it is still chilly, but it is warmer out. So that's pretty nice. Let's see if we can do a barrel roll. Yes, this sport jet is aerobatic, believe it or not. There was some guy walking his dog, which I don't want to bother, but I love how this is flying. I also have the gear off because there is just enough snow on the ground that I figured when I try to land, it might bite. So I was just like, well, let's just have no gear. This flies really nice. And hopefully I've got the battery telemetry set up as the manual said, where I can just, it'll tell me when it's getting low, but I want to keep doing these passes. One thing I would change if I could is maybe scrape off this white decal, just because it's right in the field of view, and if it wasn't there I could see more. But I like the camera placement. I might even be able to tilt it up, tilt the camera up a little bit so I get less of the ground and dashboard and a little more of the actual scenery. But I think for the first iteration, it's looking really nice. Under another pass here. Man, okay, I am super excited about this plane. This is safe off still. I haven't really flown many EDFs, just in general. I've got the A10, and I think that's it. I do have an EDF on my RC car for a snowblower, but of course that's not a plane. But just looking around, the only thing I'm slightly intrigued about is the actual landing, because it's going to be just a belly landing. But this is currently safe on, keeping myself flat. I should probably come in and land, just because I don't want to push these batteries. They're fully charged, and they, you know, they're just, it's cold out, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But maybe some inverted flight first. It handles really well. I've got the stock rates, which is 100%, and I think 5% expo on high, and then it's like 70% and a little less on the low rates, but I like high rates. But I think that's going to be our indicator that we should come land. So I'm going to do that. There's not really much wind, but I'm going to come the exact way I've been passing so far. Hopefully low. I haven't landed EDFs, and I also don't belly land outside the crescendo in the snow. So I'm going to try to take it wide and slow and flare, I think. I don't know. Just get it close to the ground, bleed off speed. You know what? Let's just do another pass. I don't think I was getting low enough or slow enough. And you could also probably add flapper-ons just by mixing things in. I obviously did not do that, but you might be able to. But I'm gonna try to take it low, slow. All right, I'll take that as a landing. Let's go get a new battery in right away. Yes. Yes. Thank goodness. Let's go, plane. Okay, one battery out. Also try to just keep all the snow out, just because. Wow, yeah, right on my seat. Great call on me. That was my one kind of thought of landing. It's like, well, that's all where the electronics are, so. Sounds cool. There's still snow in there, but that's fine. We got one more battery. So I guess the trick is throwing it harder. So this is actually not my first Maiden. This is my first Maiden. Bad toss. So as you can see, that didn't really go well, but that was my fault because I didn't throw it hard enough off rip. So I'm going to try and pretty much do exactly what I just did. It flew really nice. Like, I don't want to change a single thing about how it's flying, at least not while I'm at the field. Oh, of course, I sat down. Now it's going to be cold because that's where I blew it. Nothing's going to be different about the launch. I'm just going to throw it hard. I also cleared out some snow, which actually was probably a good call just to get it. Okay. And safe is on. So let me just fix my hair. Goggles are recording. And once again, I'm just going to throw it hard. The rates are high. Safe is on. All right, we learned from our mistakes. As you saw, I did not throw it hard enough. And believe it or not, I didn't get up in the air. So, word to the wise, these planes can handle it, and that's the beauty of the launch mode that is built into the board. Low pass. The launch mode keeps the attitude of the plane slightly up, which helps with our pilot's attitude, keeping that up as well. But the plane stays slightly inclined and at full throttle until you take control so that you can launch it by yourself, which is awesome, especially for FPV, because most of the time it is hard to launch with goggles on outside of like the Crescendo, which takes off by itself. Oh! All right, well, that is gonna be our flight for the day. Oh, good. Glad I came back. Why did it do that? Why did it... I couldn't pull up. I went inverted and then pushed forward on the sticks, which had brought the nose back towards the sky. And it didn't. I had safe off. And before we finish up here, I want to do a quick post-mortem on what I did and what I could have done differently to keep this plane all in one piece instead of having to scrape it off of the ground. The first time I went inverted on the first battery, you can see that I rolled over and then pitched forward, thus causing the nose to point towards the sky, because when planes are inverted, they want to go towards the ground because that's where the lift is pulling it. And on the second time, you can see that I did roll over and then I started to pitch forward again, hoping to point the nose towards the sky instead of towards the ground, but instead it aggressively snapped towards the ground, making it tough to recover from it. I did try to roll and recover, but unfortunately that did not happen. So I think in order to prevent this, I could have tried to not hot dog as much and just fly normally instead of trying to do a pass by inverted. But I think I should have just had more altitude and then probably pitched forward on the elevator stick a little bit earlier to just have a little bit more control as we go through it. But as we all know, crashing is a part of flying in this hobby, and while I am upset that I am going to have to fix this plane, I am super excited that it did fly really well and the FPV camera worked flawlessly and I really liked how it went.
So, believe it or not, next up, we are going to be getting a how to fix your UMX Viper video coming out next, which I'm going to fix it. It shouldn't be that hard. It's just going to need some hot glue and toothpicks, and that's going to be a pretty nice fix video. So if you're liking this content and you like all the FPV and UMX stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you really like how things are going and you like the early access content, make sure to become a member on YouTube because you do get that early access perks. We want to say thank you to our current members. You guys are the reason we're able to do these fun projects. But in conclusion, we are Inverted Aviators RC, and stick around for more videos like this.